Ukrainian servicemen returning from the front line are receiving physical and psychological treatment from international volunteers. In this rehabilitation camp outside of Kyiv, Ukrainian soldiers are getting the necessary support to cope with post-trauma syndrome as part of a program called Wounded Warrior of Ukraine. Danish psychotherapist Ditte Marche is the main instructor. She said that soldiers all over the world suffer after returning back to everyday life.
We lose more soldiers coming back than we do in war. In America, every 20 minutes, a veteran killed himself. And we need to do something about that. It shouldn't be like that.
Marcia has worked in war zones all over the world for the past 30 years. She says in her experience, traumatized soldiers are more open to treatment from specialists with military experience. That is why the aim of the Wounded Warrior program is not only to help veterans overcome post-trauma syndrome, but to teach the soldiers how to provide others with similar psychological assistance.
Most of them are feeling guilty of their friends they lost. They're feeling guilty for the family. They're feeling angry that the government is not helping enough. They're feeling guilty that it was my friend who died and not me. So a lot of them suffer for shame and guilt.
The first 40 participants are due to finish the course by the beginning of July. Most of them served in the embattled east of Ukraine, where government forces are fighting against Russian-backed insurgents.
People must understand that everyone who goes there will come back a different person. I came here because I feel that I cannot come back and be the same as I used to be. This training allows for key issues to be highlighted, to stop blaming myself, to stop hiding from yourself and being ashamed of what you are doing.
Wounded Warrior Ukraine co-founders also plan to expand their initiative and create a program for the families of Ukrainian servicemen. Resigned Colonel Mykola from the town of Chernihiv has lost his 35-year-old son in September 2014, just 5 days after he went to the front line.
Yesterday, for the first time in my 60 years, I opened up in front of young men who served in the anti-terrorist operation about the path of my life and the story of my life, and I felt very comfortable. Secondly, it was a pleasure to see how they listened, how they questioned me, and at some point I felt relief.
The organizers of the camp expect that over half of the current trainees will become instructors and start working with the others under Marche's supervision.